1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, I'm getting slicker. You see how I lined everything up? Yeah, the music's on, my friend. Bob Pedro, the Ped Master, the Loma King. Every king needs a queen. I hope you're taking care of your queen, Loma King. Oh dear, I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that came from. Okay, where are we? It's the Loma King. It's the Pedro. Well, how are we gonna do? This is a quick lunchtime thing. It's a quick lunchtime thing. Topic as a rose. We gotta chop it up ASAP. I'm gonna allow the area to populate with a quick video. Quick things. Cut the music. Let's share this, baby. Let's share for all the people. Share the thing for the people. Don't be selfish. Share. Boom.
Yes. It's Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio, with another one. And if you have not subscribed already, please kindly do so. Turn the beats up a little bit. Okay, that's better. Now, let's get straight into it. It has reached my attention, or come to my attention, that the Tyson Fury versus Tom Schwartz fight in Las Vegas Saturday night just gone was not, I repeat, was not drug tested. It's breaking news. I just received the information via a very credible source. And that source emailed VADA USA, the anti-doping agency, and received a response. The email requested information regarding and pertaining to the drug testing protocol for the Tom Schwartz versus Tyson Fury fight. And the response came from the top person, Margaret Goodman, the head honcho of VADA. And the response was as follows: we were not involved. Very short, sharp, precise, and to the point. We were not involved. Now, why is that of any pertinence? Well, it is very sad to see, especially in light of the Big Baby Jarrell Miller episode. It's very disappointing to see that it appears lessons have not been learned. Or is it that Tom Schwartz was considered such a lowly opponent that they felt it didn't matter? He could have been on all sorts of compounds. It didn't matter what he took. He could not beat Tyson Fury. Did they hold him in such low regard? Was he held in such low regard that they thought he could have been on anything, but it wouldn't matter? Is that the case? And on the flip side, what about from Tom Schwartz's side? How would he have known? How could he have known that his opponent would be totally clean? How could he have known? How could anyone have known? How can we ever know that both combatants were clean? Clean. It's very disturbing to think that lessons from recent events have not been taken on board. It makes me scratch my head. It makes you wonder, what is the thinking, what is the philosophy of these guys? Is drug testing not being taken seriously? What was the philosophy behind the no drug testing for this fight? This has aroused my curiosity. Very, very strange. Bizarre. Bizarro world. Okay, just thought I'd break the news for you. There was no drug testing in place for the Tom Schwartz versus Tyson Fury fight in Las Vegas this weekend. Share your comments. Share the video on all social media platforms. Like, and most of all, hit that bell icon and subscribe. It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. And don't forget about the live shows. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. UK time. Saturday, 12 noon, lunchtime. It's Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. And I'm out.
Okay. Let me set this thing up here. Quick lunchtime thing. Let's stop that and let's get back into the proper window. Okay, where are we? Everybody smash that like button. Smash that like button as we commence. Where is the music? Where is the music for this quick lunchtime thing? Turn down the master volume. Get the music back popping. It's quick lunchtime thing. It's Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Okay. Got the levels right. Now, let's go. Let's us go. Let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into the thing. Let's share this too. Sharing is caring. Application window. Boom. Share. Now. Okay. So, news has come through, as we all know by now. There was no body testing for this Pacquiao v. Thurman event. There was no testing in place, but there has been a review. And the article here from Boxing Scene says, upon further review, handlers of the best boxing card of 2019 to date, that's a matter of opinion, have decided that drug testing is necessary after all. I mean, the best boxing card yet? Is it the best boxing card yet? It might be. Testing is necessary after all. Unbeaten welterweight titleist Keith Thurman and legendary former 8th division champion Manny Pacquiao remain on course for the July 20th Fox Sport pay-per-view headliner, MGM Grand Las Vegas, Nevada. We've learned that both boxers are now subject to stricter testing than was previously the case, although all parties involved remain intentionally cryptic in providing any details, including confirmation of the new development. Unfortunately, I can't confirm or deny who is being tested or not tested by various performing enhancing drug testing organization. What is that? PEDTO? What? Performance enhancing drug testing organizations. Bob Bennett, executive director of Nevada State Athletic Commission, informed us in response to an email seeking a comment As you know, PEDTO conduct random testing for the promoters. A few commissions to include the Nevada State Athletic Commission. What does that mean? As you know, the PEDTO conduct random testing for promoters, including Nevada State Athletic Commission. Okay, it's very poorly worded. NSAC does its best to ensure a level play. All right, forget that. Multiple sources have confirmed, on the condition of anonymity, given their involvement in the fighters' camps and confidentiality clauses currently in place regarding the event, that both Pacquiao and Thurman are among no fewer than 8 boxers on the show who are guaranteed to be tested in advance of the PPV show. Okay, sounds sketchy. Sounds very sketchy. Sounds like he say, she say. Sounds like he say, she say. I'm looking for some firm facts here. Some firm facts. The problem with this program is that it simply makes athletes eligible for such testing, but it does not guarantee that such testing will take place. Such is the case with events fought under the auspices of NSAC, among one of the top commissions in the nation, but whose testing standards are well short of those conducted by industry leading VADA. Okay, so it's clearly being acknowledged that NSAC testing, Nevada State Athletic testing, falls well short of those conducted by industry leader VADA. So this still isn't VADA testing. They are still not receiving VADA testing. Random testing under either program requires necessary funding, which has remained an issue in fully implementing the CBP to the extent that the WBC had hoped when first launching the program in 2016. Scrolling through for the pertinent statements. Scrolling through. Scrolling on. I'm scrolling on. I'm scrolling on. A major roadblock at the start of their first round of talks. The Filipino Southpaw served second only to long-term rival Floyd Mayweather Jr. as the sport's most bankable fighters. One of the sport's most bankable fighters in the 21st century. The two circled one another for more than 5 years before squaring up in May 2015, resulting in the most lucrative boxing event in history, generating more than $600 million. But yet Wilder wants $1 billion. Just a little joke. Don't take it to heart, folks. A major roadblock at the start of the first round of talks way back in 2009 was the dispute over drug testing. Mayweather insisted upon the services of the United States Anti-Doping Agency, USADA, at the time when few athletes made a point to make such demands. Pacquiao remained resistant. In fact, his team filing a defamation lawsuit against Mayweather and his camp over previous unfounded, unproven accusations regarding ped use. The lawsuit was eventually dropped, but there still came years of posturing before they finally met in the ring. Prior to their eventual super fight, Pacquiao finally warmed up to the concept of random drug testing, regularly utilizing VADA before his November 23rd win over Brandon Rios. With this latest development regarding this show, Pacquiao-Thurman and several other participants now get to prove without a doubt, that everything is above board, which is really the purpose of random drug testing in the first place. Okay, so we've unpicked that. We have unpicked that. Let me get back into the chat. What's going on? Okay, yes. It's the Loma King. It's the Pet. It's the Toby Bartlett. It's the Ross Clark. It's the Anthony Willis. He says good morning. I say I'll up you and I'll go good afternoon to you, my friend. It's your morning. It's our afternoon. Okay, so we've just gone through the latest news that Pacquiao versus Thurman event is now to carry random drug testing. But the drug testing, and this is just a quick one, but the drug testing is not going to be conducted by VADA. It's going to be random drug testing agencies conducting random drug testing. The whole damn thing seems very random. Ross Clark says Keith Thurman's hair looks suspicious. I don't know what that means. Suspicious hair. Yeah, so it's just a quick one, guys. We're just chopping it up real quick about this random. Tommy Temper's in hiding according to Pet. Chopping it up real quick regarding this latest news, breaking news that Pacquiao v. Thurman event is now to carry random drug testing. I've read through the article and the whole thing seems random. Very, very random. For a start, it's not confirmed. It's allegedly inside information. Smash that like button, folks. It's allegedly inside information from unknown sources. So the question on my mind is, how reliable is this information? The information seems sketchy, and at this point, I have to regard it as unreliable. If indeed random drug testing is to be carried out, is intended to be carried out, they have implemented it, then we need to know from an official source. Why is everything so cloak and dagger about this? First of all, there's no testing. Then there's going to be testing, but VADA are not going to do it. Then it's testing, but NSAC are going to be doing it. When we all know, it's openly acknowledged that Nevada State Athletic Commission drug testing is not up to the standard of VADA. So what's the point? Where's the proof? Where's the evidence? Can someone tell me what is going on? And then amidst all of that, I just reminded myself, I picked a random video and reminded myself, it's how soon we forget. How soon we forget that Tyson Fury v. Schwartz, there was no VADA testing for that fight either. No VADA testing for Tyson Fury v. Schwartz. But look how soon we forgot about that. Look how soon we forgot about that. Goes in one ear and out the other. Smash that like button, folks. It's crazy. How can we have major fights going on, televised fights, main card fights, without random drug testing? Random drug testing was brought in for the specific purpose of catching people who are drug testing prior fights randomly. I like it. The likes match the views. That's perfect. Random drug testing was brought in to catch people who were doping prior fights, and the fact that they could potentially be tested randomly prior to the fight. was supposed to act as a deterrent. And now, in a couple of major recent fights, we have seen it openly acknowledged that there is no random drug testing in place. Schwartz. How preposterous, how ridiculous is that? And why at the 11th hour? Why change the mind at the 11th hour? How long does the training camp last? The training camp lasts 12 weeks, generally. Maybe a short one, 10 weeks. That's 2.5 months. You've got 2.5 months prior to the fight to get somebody down there with a briefcase and a testing kit. Yeah, a little cup for urine. And if you want to go the whole hog, if you want to do it properly, a little syringe, take the blood, get it back to the lab. Random drug testing should always take place 10 weeks out, at least 8 weeks out. Well, in between 4 weeks and 8 weeks out, in between 6 weeks and 10 weeks out. Yeah. And then there should be random testing in the last month, within the last 4 weeks, within the last 6 to 2 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, 6 to 2 weeks. And then just prior to the fight, obviously there's a standard test just prior to the fight. And then after the fight. But random drug testing was put in place for a reason. For a reason. Why the hell would they not have it? What possible explanation could they have for not having random drug testing? Yes. This Ross Clark, the PED, and the Red Glove Militant has joined us. Slap that like button. Slap it up. Slap it off your computer table. Rebuke it. And pick it up and caress it. Yes, Anthony Willis says it sounds like some half-assed commitment. This isn't supposed to discover anything. It's ridiculous. It's redonkulous. It's outrageous. This is a quick one. This is a lunchtime thing. The sun is blazing over here in the UK, certainly in the Midlands area. What other comments do we have? Ross Clark says this is the era of PEDs. All divisions have their cheaters. Random drug testing either way. Some of these guys are still cheating. Well, that says Ross Clark. Well, surely if there's some guys still cheating, surely that's all the more need for random testing. You have to catch these people randomly. What's the chances of that without random testing? I really don't know. Okay, guys. Where are we? Any other comments? So right now, the fight is having some random drug testing. Right about now, allegedly, we're still waiting for official confirmation. This is he say, she say. They have some good sources making these statements, but it is still not being reported officially. I want to see an official release confirming what these people are saying. I need it in writing. I need it officially. When's the fight? July 20th. That's what? That's 3 weeks away. 3 weeks away. Even then, it's not ideal. People could have dosed up prior. People could have dosed up prior and then tapered off. But use the assistance in the early part of the camp and benefit and gain from that. There's only 3 weeks to go. I guess 3 weeks is better than nothing. Yes, as Ross Clark correctly states, we don't know who's doing the testing. We don't know who's doing the testing. Mello is in the building. Thurman fans, he says, that Mello says Thurman fans are scared. Well, maybe they should be. Maybe they have every right to be. If your opponent is, assisted and you are unassisted, then wouldn't you be shook if you were the fan of the potentially unassisted fighter? Red Glove Militant says, I agree, we need official sources, not from a third party. Yes. Miller would have happened if Big Baby had kept hush. Kept hush. That's a strong statement by Scott. I don't know about that. I think Varder are the most reliable. They're certainly the most active. Certainly the most active of the anti-doping agencies. Mello says not everybody on the card is going to be, well, I don't think Varder involved at all. Varder are not officially involved. They may be involved at this late stage. They may be one of the agencies involved, or there may not be. It's all it's all rather ambiguous. Why all the ambiguity? Why not just give it to us straight? Why not just give us the facts? We want to know the facts. But at least they were shamed into doing something. By the time we found out that Fury and Schwartz were not being tested, I think the fight was pretty much already done. Ross Clark says Miller v. Fury will be drug testing free also. Well, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy if Miller and Fury was not tested, didn't have random testing, because there you have two known users, shall I say. Let me try and put it nicely. With Miller and Fury, you have two known previous users. So in such case, random testing should be absolutely mandatory. How can you have Miller v. Fury, which is being talked about? I just made a video of it. Go check it out after this. How can you have Miller v. Fury later in this year without there being random testing? That would be utter garbaggio. Straight up garbaggio. But anyway, guys, listen. So the news is there is to be some kind of random testing in the Pacquiao-Thurman fight. So it appears. That's what's being said. That's what's being stated. But we have no official confirmation of such. We need that official confirmation. Utter and absolute lunacy. So guys, it's a lunchtime thing. It's a Pacquiao v. Thurman potentially random testing thing. It's a question of will Fury v. Miller be tested at Madison Square Garden later on this year. I heard that New York State Athletic Commission are more stricter than the Nevada people. I heard the New York State Athletic Commission are more thorough than the Nevada State Athletic Commission. So perhaps we will have hope that proper procedures will be in place. I would have imagined that even Fury would see the logic in having random testing if he does fight Miller. Because that boy, if he's not tested, you can expect he was on 3 compounds last time. Who's to say he's not going to be on 4? We know the Miller was on 3 compounds last time. Who's not to say he's going to up the dose a little bit? Throw another little ingredient in the cocktail. Okay, guys, this is a quick lunchtime thing. It's a Raphael Dawkins thing. It's a salute to the chat thing. It's a big up your chest thing. It's a hit that like button thing. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. And we are out.